We are back to Project Vigil, and welcome.
Oh, are we?
Yes. I would like to say welcome to our new player. We have another one coming.
Schizogen. Or Schizodiscipline.
I was surprised you didn't ask.
Schizodiscipline, yeah.
Shitsu Dispin.
You son of a
I know, it's Schizo.
You son of a bitch.
The other player, Anchovies, he is not going to be joining us today because he feels his character does need he wants a little bit more time to work on his character, which is fine. So let's recap things super quick, so we don't spend the entire episode recapping what has been going on. You checked the docks, found those illegal dirty dealings. You then checked out. Speaking of which, during that time at the docks, I, as a massive boomer, was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna not transition to the fucking map screen." So all of that tactical espionage action, I suppose, would just be it might as well have just been a podcast. Because
Yeah,
I'm a
well.
massive...
Haha, whoops.
Yeah, I just need to move something. Let's see who is talking, because that's currently being a bit weird. Okay, we'll move it here. Nice to know who's talking.
Thankfully, we didn't do anything quite impressive.
Like combat.
Yeah, like some tactical strategy that was so genius it needed to be seen to be believed.
Yes, that is true. So you've checked it out. You talked to the first, well, the man known as, well, Strickland, attorney at law, and he's revealed some information on who set up the original buy, like where this artifact was sourced from. A Dr. James Brewer, located in Connecticut. Now you may be asking yourself, where does our new character, who is known as the Marble Legionnaire, come in? Now that is what we're probably going to deal with first of all, as people are preparing the trip to Connecticut. And you could probably think to yourselves on what would be the best way to get to Connecticut. And like,
I don't know how you plebs are gonna get there, but I'm gonna fly. I'm joking.
to be fair, like flying, it's a decent method. I mean, you're very quick. You could probably go there in no time at all.
You
But
assume you're the only one in the team who can fly.
at any appreciable
No,
speed,
I just know I can just do it really, really, really fast.
Yeah, not everyone is blessed like that.
Not everyone is. I wouldn't say evolved. I am not a real creature. I'm an artificial, but not everyone is designed to function in outer space and travel between solar systems.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I'll be cool if Steel Wool one day has like some Iron Man suit that's capable of space flight, and we go beat up some aliens.
With the points I've been saving up, I could really easily just make a power that does that. Lets me travel around in space. I think my shield also, while my shield's up, it does actually protect me from vacuum and like environmental stuff as well. So.
All I'm saying is, when is the Iron Ram confirmed?
I mean, what's more likely is that she'd develop like a vehicle that can go into space rather than just a suit.
To say,
Vehicles
That's
and
are
we're
part
not
of
confirmed next Iron Man.
no,
That's what I've been
Iron Ram.
debating. Yeah. What I've been debating spending my points on was actually like something partywide, like a vehicle or a base or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, base could be cool. Also, we can share costs for vehicles and bases if you.
That is
Oh
true.
wait,
But
I
I
can
can always
deal
just get
with
it
space.
myself as well with the points I've been saving up. It depends on what I want to spend my points on, really. But I haven't been able to make up my mind yet, so I've just been saving them up.
I've already spent mine, even though I had the idea of saving them up for desolidification, because I spent them on like. Actually, I actually don't remember. I think I spent them on defenses, right? My DCV was shit, so I had to buy a bunch of it.
So, I guess as we'll get started, we'll get into this character. I believe Strickland has contact information for Manticore, correct? Or some kind of way you can get a hold of him.
Think, yeah, because I gave him a number and he gave one, which I think was literally just like a business card.
Okay, fair enough. We're gonna go into. We're gonna sort of jump to the Marble Legionnaire's perspective. I suppose a sort of introduction to generally what your character is, Gitzo.
So yeah, I'm a Roman legionnaire that went to hell and then managed to get out of hell. And now that I'm the last Roman, I believe that as such I'm the last Roman hero, and I'm trying to embody a classical hero as best as possible. Unfortunately, in my time in hell, I'm not entirely human. Now I'm mostly rock, and I'm just really fucking buff because rocks, and hell magic.
So where you've been kind of set up as of late is a place in New York known as the Sanctuary. This is kind of a place where it's to appropriate a phrase would be considered a quote safe space for mages, magicians, fucking hell, that's loud. But supernatural creatures and all that kind of jazz. You've
So
been
magical ghetto.
It's kind of like a magical ghetto. It's not. It
It's
has
like
its
Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine these kinds of things personally.
It's a bit like Diagon Alley, but it's kind of like a street. It's kind of like hidden away. It's accessible to people who know how to access it. So it's pretty close to the way. It's kind of its own community. You've been staying with a satyr who is called Stefano Sasso. He's quite different from Italians that you've known. But he's also quite brash, and he's got a very thick New York accent.
Amazing.
But during this day, during what seems to be a random day, he looks for you. He seeks you out and he finds you. I don't know. I don't know if you've got a name that you would prefer to be called.
Marcus.
Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Yes.
There's a guy to see you.
Is he selling something?
No, it's Strickland.
Who?
You know, that hotshot guy who's set you up with this place. Says he needs you. He says he needs you to scratch his back.
Aren't there tools for that?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't. I'm, 2,000 years old. I don't understand this modern linguistics that you keep using.
He helped you out.
Right.
Now he's asking for a favor.
Ah! Why didn't you start with that?
I did. Now get your ass down here.
Alright. I guess I'll plod down. Oh, this is gonna be a running thing, don't worry.
He kind of leads you downstairs of the place he's staying at, and you see a man in a very clean cut suit, slick back hair, and is like, "Ah, Marcus, how are you doing?" He offers a
Could be better.
handshake.
I feel like hell.
Oof.
I could be better. I could be drunk right now.
Well, just
I'll shake his hand.
don't go driving, okay?
What?
It's you'll get it. You'll get it later. Listen, I've got a favor to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy who usually ships around a couple of who moves a few things around. He's kind of an important guy. I keep tabs on him from time to time, but I've been trying to get in contact with him, and he's just gone quiet. Kind of concerned.
Are you after me?
I was referring to Brewer. He says, this guy, academic type, name is Dr. Brewer. He's got a place up in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
There's some.
I have no idea where that is.
I'll get you. I'll show you a map. Anyway,
Perfect.
I'll get you in contact with the guys going up there. But quite frankly, I don't really know these guys. They've been on the news. They've been doing good stuff, putting bad guys away, that kind of stuff. But I need you to. I need you to be there as an insurance policy. There's something big going on, and quite frankly, it scares the hell out of me.
Right. Scares the hell out of you that these people you're talking about aren't exactly trustworthy, or scares the hell out of you the people that they're going to meet are going to kill them? Could you elaborate on these fears?
A little from A and a little from B. I don't know these guys too well. Can't exactly trust them. I mean, heck, one of them broke into my house. Again, not the usual person who breaks into my house, but you know, at least he leaves the lights on. That's all I'm saying.
You know, back in my day, we had this really interesting thing to keep people out of our houses. It's essentially a 200-pound dog that tears out their throats. You might want to consider investing in that. Otherwise, a nice log in front of your door, that seems to work most of the time. So it keeps people out of my apartment.
You know, if it wasn't so hard, I'd probably consider getting a gun. They seem to be a lot more effective. I don't have time to take care of a dog, unfortunately. But I'll get in contact with these guys and set up a meeting with you.
All right.
So you can kind of scope them out yourself. You know if generally good guys, but I want you to make sure that Dr. Brewer is okay.
I can do this.
Great. When are you available? He takes out his phone and he starts dialing in the number.
Yes. I mean, now's pretty good.
All right, I'll say whenever. I mean, let's be fair. You've just been getting drunk, for as far as I've heard.
I mean, I have to do my daily rites to Jupiter and Mars. And part of that is enjoying myself.
he puts the phone to his ears. He's like, have you ever tried watching football? It might be up your alley.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sport.
Football?
It's a sport.
Do you like kick something?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
He's making a call to Manticore. Manticore, you get a buzz on your phone. You don't recognize the number.
I will answer anyway, because I know that I've given out my number.
Hey, it's Strickland.
Pretty soon for you to be calling.
Listen, I've got a guy who I'm going to be sending along with you. Consider him a bit of muscle, okay? I want to make sure... Second.
Muscle or insurance?
Well, you know how we operate in these things. He's primarily going to look out for Dr. Brewer. I've been trying to get in contact with him, and he's not been picking up.
Where are we meeting him?
I'll text you the details. Bring your friends.
Okay.
Yeah, clicks off his phone. Like, they're gonna be around shortly. Got a drink?
I go upstairs for about 2-3 minutes and come down with a whole assortment of wines, most of them in clay jugs.
Stefano just kind of laughs. He's like, doesn't like glass. All jugs.
What are you talking about? I make this myself. I have to keep it in this. It's what enhances the flavors. Want some wine?
He just Strickland just kind of looks at it and says like, on second thought, I'll be all right.
All right. I take one of the jugs, pop it, and just start drinking. Like straight through.
So you assume Manticore's spreading around the message to who are you telling to meet up?
Well, I'll call Steel Wolf first, or wait, and basically say, look, Strickland's got back to us. He wants us, one of his guys who's going to be joining us. Who do you think should be coming along?
Honestly, I'd say as many of us as possible, just because we want to know who exactly we're dealing with and what this is going to mean for our little mission.
So Cerulean's definitely on the cards. Do you want to bring Schalke?
I'm sure I can keep her on a tight leash.
Okay, well, you have all their contact details, so I'll message you the details and I shall meet you there.
It's a day.
Okay. So you're going to get in contact with Cerulean and Schalke.
Yeah, I'll pass it around our group. What was that website we use again?
Appgram?
Yeah, I think it was like Appgram or something.
I think it was Snapgram, which I ironically actually saw someone in City of Heroes use that word for a fictional social network.
I think Snapgram was basically my parody of it. I think it's like whatever parody of WhatsApp I've created. You know, the anonymous message service.
Mm-hmm.
Not Yelp, but the whole Yik-Yak. There we go.
Yeah, I'll do Yik Yak. And
I forgot Yik-Yak even existed.
Yeah, it just disappeared one day.
it takes you a little bit of time, but you know, to get to the address. But you'll kind of meet up outside of what seems to be a rather decrepit neighborhood. You seem to meet on a street corner, or wherever you wish. Really, to be honest, you could meet on the roof if you really wanted.
I'll be waiting outside, like on the ground floor. Alright, just give me 2 seconds. I need to take care of something really quick.
Yeah, sure. Depends. Like, where do you guys want to do anything weird with meeting, or just meet with the street? Be like, oh, hey guys.
Well, I guess we should have at least some chance for our characters to interact for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you confuse me for a star nymph.
I think what Matt was meaning was, are we going to meet up before we head to the final rendezvous place, or are we just going to kind of all turn up at our own time?
All of us
I
meet.
think we could
I think we
literally
should. Harp.
I was going to say we just meet up outside the building or wherever and then just go in.
Yeah, we should probably meet up directly there. Just, not to dally any longer with getting everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I guess you all appear one by one to the meeting location. Cerulean, Earwall, Manticore, and Schalke. Schalke is going to be like, "What's up? What's going on?"
We've got a new friend who's going to be joining the team, sent to us by Strickland, the lawyer. I'm not sure what to expect, so that's why we're all meeting up first, and then we're going to see who they are, and then we'll go from there.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Sup?
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
Stuff. May or may not confuse my character for an Asterie. Or Asterid, actually, I think it's the singular.
Asteroid. Hold on a second. How do you say that?
Nymphs of the stars. Literally, the stars were believed to be nymphs. And
Yeah.
she is like star themed and is very bright and descends from the sky a lot.
Yeah.
Though she is a big, weird space bug in reality.
Yeah.
Also, if I don't hear you, that's probably because I'm trying to keep an ear out. But
That's fine.
people's volumes are all over the place.
Yeah, I had to adjust everyone.
You were saying something, Tristan?
What do you mean I was saying something?
Oh, you posted some in chat.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. But yeah, Chalka's is like, so what are we doing outside Sanctuary?
Well, I figure what we do is... Wait. Sanctuary?
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Most
Go
things
on.
we don't.
Okay.
I think she thinks we know, but we don't.
Let me explain it in the most simple terms in a book that I read like a week ago. It's a secret place where there's wizards and elves and stuff like that.
This has been going on behind all of our backs for how long?
I don't know.
Oh well. At least I'm not going to stand out too much.
Hey, they're very private people. I mean, like, can you imagine how much attention an elf would get?
Yeah, but if they made it normal, they might not have to worry.
Well, they're not normal.
Helena get way more attention, probably. Look at her.
That is true. Maybe you could get like a glamour there. Glamour ring?
I've already told myself I wasn't going to go to crazy lengths to try and hide what happened to me.
It's just a ring.
That's still crazy lengths.
Whatever, dude. Oh yeah, do you want me to show you in? I know how to get in.
No, I guess it's now or never, really. We've got all of us here.
There go key. Whatever. It just kind of leads you down one of the alleys, and she leads you to what seems to be a rather hefty door. She just kind of like knocks on it in a kind of rhythm. Waits for a few seconds and then just knocks again. After another few moments, the door, you hear a sort of click behind the door, and it slowly opens.
I'll just lean to the side and try and peek around as it does.
Yeah, it seems to be like a rather tight street that lies beyond. For some reason, spatially wise, it should be in the houses.
Yeah, I'm gonna double take and like check several times to make sure like what's going on here.
How is Manticore going to react to this casual breaking of the laws of physics?
He's probably seen people trying to do similar stuff with technology. Knowing what he's been working with. So it's more of a case of he's impressed, but it's one of those things where he's not as surprised as you would expect him to be.
Meanwhile, Cerulean is like, ooh, a space-time manifold. Yes, she does clap her hands excitedly. Like, there's one science skill she knows, and it's to do with that.
Elga's like, he gets it. Cool. And she just heads in. There seems to be like just a few people. There seems to be a few shops, as well as several houses on the street. It does appear to have like a sort of strange twilight kind of sky above the street instead of the place of a normal sky, with twinkling stars and just a kind of weird purple haze.
I tried to examine the stars curiously with my astronomical spectroscopy ability.
Not actually stars.
Suddenly disappointed.
It seems to be some kind of pocket space. Like
Would there be anything about this view which is eerily similar to the view I had when I was experiencing dimensional travel?
I'd say make an intelligence roll.
Okay then. A second. My navigating's being really, really shit for a second here, so give me a moment.
Well, roll 20. Bazinga!
No, I'm like the PDF viewer. Because I was on the hero rulebook looking at like powers I could get, and as a result, it's been really laggy about going back onto the character sheet.
It is an absolute unit of a book, I must admit.
It's possibly the heaviest RPG main book that I know of.
I would not dispute you on that. I mean, some of the 40k ones are pretty heavy, but that thing's like, you could like club someone to death with that quite easily. Not that I've done it.
Comes in two volumes.
Okay, here we go.
I've still got a copy of the old 4th edition book, and that thing is like legit brick.
Wait. I knew what it was anyway.
That is very obnoxious. Can motorcyclists fuck off?
No.
There we go. Pass the roll by 1.
Okay. You know, you can kind of theorize that it's more of a say if you were to say if normal space-time was a sheet of cloth, what this is kind of like someone's bunched up a little part of it. Sort of like grabbed it and bunched up a little part of it. So it's like a
So they're
fold.
warping physics.
It's a bit like that. It's like a self-contained abscess or bubble. It's quite intriguing.
Yeah, definitely I'll have to make some notes, but obviously don't exactly have time to nerd out on all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. As you walk down, you do notice that some of the denizens are quite peculiar. You notice things like sort of stocky, round dwarfs with great beards. You notice rather small birdhouses with pixies just going about their business outside, kind of connected to the main street. And
I'm probably going to focus on the pixies
At this
and
point,
be.
Helena's going to just be geeking out a bit internally because all of this is like D&D, and she used to play that a heck of a lot. So,
and
I'm just going to wide-eyed try to interact with the pixies.
And you notice a centaur pulling a cart.
Centaur and manual labor, disgusting. I take personal offense to this.
I mean, have you seen a rickshaw?
He's doing it voluntarily. It's his shit.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, magical.
It's honest work.
I guess since Tristan is having some issues with speaking, he says to
No.
Oh?
It was just everybody else was speaking, so I just typed it so it was there.
Okay.
Like your
do you
new
wanna ask it?
avatar.
So, like I said, I'll just ask Schalke, how long have you been part of this community?
He thinks to himself and is like 2, 3 months, 4 months. Not that long.
So is that about as long as you've had your abilities, or were you only recently brought into that fold?
No, I only recently came here. I've had my abilities since the day I was born.
Okay.
Why how long have you had your abilities?
A few years now.
She's like, I wonder what it's like being a normal human.
It's a lot simpler.
Cerulean is probably now just chatting with the fairies, being all giddy.
Yeah, they do. They don't seem to appreciate her staring and just saying something rather intelligible, but rather angry at her.
She's not staring. She's trying to be social.
Either way, they're not too happy about being disturbed about their daily business. As a familiar man comes up, although familiar to only Manticore, he's said a smartly dressed businessman in this. Well, he's a businessman in a suit, slick back hair. He comes running up and he's like, "Ah, so you did bring your friends." He quickly looks to Jalka and she kind of waves and is just like, "Great."
Is there something we should know about?
Says, I do business with her father. on the occasion.
Something tells me that this isn't exactly a friendly interaction.
He's a little difficult to work with.
Cerulean pulls her hood up and tucks her wings down and just quietly stands behind everyone else now.
I'm just gonna sit here and glow brightly. That's not.
She's like a rejected puppy right now.
But that's neither here nor there. I'm not. It's not about that. Who I wanted you to meet. Just come with me. I can tell by some of your amazed wonderment that you've never been to Sanctuary before.
Yeah, that's pretty safe to say. We have never been here before.
Well, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask as he leads you down the street, where you can notice various other kinds of magical creatures going about their daily business, and some more regular-looking people, although they seem to be dealing in various sort of, what would be the word for it? Well, there are some regular-looking humans there, but they
Just
seem
say
to be like
Arcana.
dealing with some various magic trinkets or powders or bits and bats like horn. Weird. But yes, feel free to ask Strickland whatever you want about Sanctuary.
Okay. So the Roman is here, right?
Yes, he's leading you to him.
Yeah. Immediately, I'm like the moment I lay eyes upon him, or are we not yet? Yeah.
Not yet. It's giving you a chance to like ask a question or two.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, what exactly is the deal with this friend of yours? There's clearly something special about them if they're going to be helping us. They're not just going to be a cop, right?
No. Nothing like that. He's a pretty solid guy. He's been through hell.
Do you mean that figuratively, or?
No, literally.
Okay, well, that answers some of my existential questions that I've held for basically all of my life.
No,
Okay, well,
he says, trust me, like you think that's the answer, but it's way more complicated. I don't even want to go into that. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
fair enough then. Well, this is going to be informative.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for you to quiz him once we're on the way over to find Dr. Brewer.
Oh yes. Any other questions?
None from me.
Jon, you have one?
I don't think so, no.
Tristan?
No, I'm just mainly seeing to see whether my dog can continue barking because he's got his eyes on something.
Okay, your dog will bark.
Sure, right.
He leads you to what seems to be a rather mundane-looking apartment building in this crazy street, and buzzes himself in and lets himself in, and he just says, "Okay, I'm just gonna go fetch him. Don't touch anything weird. Okay?"
And I'm just going to sort of stand there looking really awkward.
Like, if it's a vase or anything like that, it's probably cursed or something like that. So just don't touch stuff. Because who knows where it's been. He just dashes up the stairs to grab this guy. has been talking about. Uh, Schizo.
Mm-hmm.
He Strickland knocks on your door and he says, "Yes, the people I want you to meet are downstairs."
All right. And I'm just going to I'll make myself presentable. I mean, I'm going to be wearing my armor, and I'll follow you downstairs.
Take the weapons.
Of course. Yeah, I'm fully loaded. The only thing that I'm not wearing is my helmet, and I'm holding on my side.
Okay. Strickland returns to Gesundheit. Strickland returns to the group, followed by. I'll let you describe him.
So I'm a regular looking, except most of my chest, like from I'd say the the sternum's the center of the chest. Like sternum up is marble, but not like carved marble. Looks like it's been growing out of me.
Okay,
I have like my jaw is entirely made of marble. Arms too, but those are the arms are more like more form fitting. The jaw has this massive massive chin, basically just made out of stone. And where there isn't visible like growths of marble, everything else just I look incredibly pale. And then if you look closely, it's just it's actually just it looks like my skin was turned into marble. There's no real fleshy bits anywhere. But like where there's been like where you could guess there's been like chunks torn out of me. There's just a massive growth of the Hellwalks, basically.
Yeah, suffice it to say, Helena's going to freak out a bit.
I'm not pretty. I'm pretty fucking disgusting. All things considered.
She's basically gonna like low-key momentarily faint, but she's already conscious again before she hits the floor, so she manages to stop herself. And then is just going to stare at this, like, kind of like wanting to look away, but also not.
Yeah. That's the reaction I was looking for.
Man is rock. That's my reaction.
You hear Schalke say, "Cool."
She does look very briefly, just to give Schalke a look of like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Manticore's going to crack a joke, which is very unusual for him, just say, "This doesn't have a glass jaw."
At this point, she's just astounded that all of her teammates are not freaking out at this.
Even Strickland kind of cracks a smile at that joke. Like, this is my associate. His name is Marcus. Marcus, the Marble Legionary.
Pleasure's all mine.
He's Roman, like ancient Roman.
Oh, like
Roman, yes.
gladiator. There you
No.
No. I'm not a Sith. I'm a Sith.
No, I mean, like, never mind.
No, I knew what you were saying. There's a difference. I was underemployed by the Roman army. I got paid, and I didn't have to fight to death for the amusement of the masses. I'm a proper citizen.
No, I mean, soldier in that movie named Marcus. general Roman army.
I think she's referring to Gladiator.
I'd say gladiator. I think he thought I meant he was gladiator, as in he
Yeah.
in arena. That's not what I meant.
Well, maybe we can all watch the movie sometime. But I think the pressing matter of Dr. Brewer is at stake. I assume you've thought of a way to. Well, I assume you've got a ride up to Connecticut or something. I mean. As far as I'm aware, our friend here can't fly.
No.
Certainly doesn't look very aerodynamic, does he? Yeah, we'll need to get some method of transit. But if we go onto a plane, if this man has been keeping his existence secret, it's not going to last long.
Do we still get cell signal in here?
Chalco immediately responds with, "Yep," but she's on her phone.
Manticore will draw out his phone and say, "Let me call Bez and see if he can get us a van or something."
To which Chalco immediately says, "Ooh, can we get an RV? I've always wanted to ride in one of those."
I'm going to think about how long the drive is from where we are to Connecticut. Roughly how long is it going to be?
I will go into Google Maps. As I'm sure I figured this out before, but...
I've forgotten.
I forgot. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Either way, it's a bit of a drive. Right, let's see. West Virginia. New Jersey.
It's a fair distance.
It's 2 hours and 7 minutes. Yeah, it's 103 miles.
I like you just said, "Oh, it's a fair distance. Oh, it's only 2 hours." I just imagined someone that's like a hardcore road tripper being like, "That's a lot of long distance."
Well, to be fair, you'd have to drive out of New York first, so that would probably take some time.
That is true.
Let's see. And
it's around about 100 miles. So.
Yeah, I'd say about 100 miles. That's not excluding having to drive through New York.
That's from New York to...
Yeah. I was more referring to the amount of time it would take in general.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours or something.
Yeah, 2 hours normally. It might take you about... It really depends on the traffic, because I'm not too familiar with the traffic conditions.
You can also use Google Maps to show the traffic if you use it on your phone.
Either way, I'll tell Schalke. I'll ask, but I'm not making any promises. We're not exactly the RV type.
Okay, you said you were making a call to a guy?
Yeah, to thingy that I share the apartment with. Is his name Bez?
No, it's Bao.
Bao, that's it.
That's why I wrote it down on my character sheet so I don't forget it, because it's rather hard to remember.
Yeah, sure. You wait a few couple moments before...
You should, just side note, MS, you should just add NPC sheets, even if it's just a name, even if it doesn't really have a bio for them, so we can remember NPC names.
That is a good idea. I will take that into consideration, and I will probably add a couple onto... I'll make a new folder and I'll add it on so everyone can see. but I won't do it during this session because it would just be me making notes all session. But after a few dials, you hear... Ah!
Oh, it's Manticore.
Oh, hey,
We
buddy!
got access to any RVs or vans? I need to do a bit of a long distance drive with some acquaintances.
Long distance drive? Where are you thinking of going? To the beach?
We need to go to Connecticut. We've got a interested party there that we need to recover.
Oh, interested party. You want like how many people?
1, 2, 3, 4. We'll
If
say
you count
6 to
Cerulean,
Depends if Cerulean wants to sit in the RV.
he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. If he points at her, she's gonna say, "I can fly."
Well, I was just going to say 6, so then if Cerulean wants to get in the car, she can, but it also means that we can drive with Dr. Brewer. If
Nah, Cerulean's
and when
fine.
we're- I say 6 anyway.
6. What kind of budget you got? How much you willing to throw?
At this point, something that'll drive, not too bothered about the condition. We're not exactly going to win any bloody fashion contest. We want to get there and get back.
Okay, I'll make a few calls. I'll get back to you on that one. See if I know a guy who can hook you up. Anything else you need?
Just that.
Okay, I'll take a look right now. See you later.
Later.
He hangs up and you would assume that he's started to look through it.
Yeah. So I'll just mention that to the rest of the group that Bar's looking to see if he can get us some transport.
I will sort that out while you whatchamacallit, while you discuss it amongst yourselves.
Cerulean finally pulls her hood off. And actually feels more relaxed.
So you're the bug thing, right?
Cerulean.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know which character is which.
yes, that is a good point.
Yon plays.
Oh, I thought
Cerulean.
I was in
I
character,
play
and she was
Steel
just
Wolf,
saying her name.
Helena.
Cerulean is the kind of fluorescent space moth girl. Very
Right.
blue. Well, got some blue glowy bits. Helena is I'd say a rather stout.
I mean,
sheepling.
I'll just drop the art I did in the channel again because why not?
Well, I'm
You
looking
can
at
do
the I'm looking at the one that Ritualist did. I'm just trying to match voices to characters.
Yeah, hang on. But yeah, I'm the one who plays Steel Wool.
Yeah.
There it is.
Where did you put it?
Uh,
Oh, an art wall.
Yep.
Art wall would be the one.
11.
In a say in a couple of minutes, you'd probably get another text from Bao. It's more details. It says. It says RV seats 6 to 8, and then it says $1,300, and it says underneath POS.
Yeah. Would help if I had the correct character open.
That's fine.
Would that be covered under my fringe benefit to afford that?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, we now have the group RV.
We will.
Nice.
And what will you christen it?
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I was just between calling it the piece of shit or the shithole.
The shitmobile.
The shitmobile.
Crapmobile.
Could always call it one day from retirement.
The rust bucket.
I'm one day from retirement. So,
The coffin.
if you're fine with it, we can transition to people getting loaded up and ready to set out. You kind of meet up. The group as a whole meets up with Bao, and he's for Kito's reference. He seems to be a rather Gopnik-looking Slav man. He seems to be wearing a tracksuit and very short hair. Usually either smoking or drinking, but right now he's smoking.
I think I should mention something. I'm like 5'4" or 5'5". I'm not that tall.
Oh,
Well, people from ancient times were generally shorter than they are now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Romans especially, actually. Romans were pretty tiny. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
This this large period between hunter-gathering and industrial revolution where nutrition wasn't really that protein heavy.
Yeah, but I mean, a civilization of manlets did conquer the entirety of the Mediterranean. So.
who would win? One continent or an army of madlets?
I don't even know how tall Cerulean is. I'm thinking also 5'4" because I tend to make my female characters 5'4", since it's like the average height for an American woman.
Helena is... I actually have her exact specifications here. I just need to quickly do something. Her exact height is... Steel wool...
My God, we're a party of manlets.
No, for some reason, Manticore is up at 2 meters.
Steel wool is about 5'3", but she is a she, so it does kind of make sense.
Oh, you didn't change that. 2 meters is really tall. Wow, I'm impressed.
I'll probably knock it down a bit.
You probably might be taller than Shalko's, like 5'11". 6 foot-ish. It varies.
I mean, that's nice. I'm not looking up at those people.
Or looking down if you're flying. Anyway, Bao welcomes you. He's like, ah, Manticore,
Yo.
Yeah.
who's your new friend? He's been a bit too friendly with the pavement, I see.
Long story short, he's from ancient Rome. He's literally been to hell. And yes, his chin is made of stone.
It's like, okay. I mean, I thought we went through hell during the time in Afghanistan, but whatever. I mean, hell exists everywhere.
I'm the one who's been thrown through a dimensional rift into theoretical physics land, and I'm the one here who's the least jaded.
Well, when you spend a couple thousand years trying to take a hill, cut in half, eaten, burned, have chunks taken out of you. What else happened? Oh, what was? Oh, right. Decapitated, but not dying at all. I think you learned to with odd situations.
I thought only bad people went to hell. Hell.
No. It's a universal thing. Because I was a virtuous, upstanding Roman. I died in battle, apparently. I don't know. I just ended up in hell.
Given Helena's knowledge of history, she understands that maybe living up to Roman ideals doesn't necessarily mean you're a morally good person in a general sense. But she's going to keep her mouth firmly shut on this topic.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? It's depending on whose morals you're going by. So Roman morals,
if there's a different hell for every society, then sure.
Yeah. Or if there's just one hell.
Could be.
If it's just one, I imagine being a true Roman would be a pretty good way to end up there.
Well, after all, we do live in a society.
Fuck you.
But
That's not going to be outdated at all.
Oh no, it's
fine. That's gonna age like curdling milk.
Oh, it's fine. We get to time capsule this shit.
Hey guys, I just came up with this great baby. Bao seems more morbidly curious at the fact of the rocks. It's like, but he after like a couple of moments, he kind of directs you to the RV behind him, which was a piece of shit. It seems like it seems quite dirty. It's not exactly in the best of condition. You know, it's one of the hubcaps off the wheels. The blinds are kind of murky. It's like cheap, affordable accommodation. I got a pretty good deal for this.
Yeah, at this point, like, Helena's going to be so thankful she bought her full kit of toiletries and other, you know, responsible lady things. Because, like, hell, she's using whatever's just there.
Look, I know it looks like a shit tip, but give me a week with some mechanics tools. I'll get this in half decent.
He just kind of like pulls Manticore aside for a second. He says kind of quietly, "You may need to watch out for the roaches."
I said my coffee just
pretty
did
bad.
a number on my throat.
It was pretty bad in there. I tried to take care of it. And he just pats you on the back, and he smiles to everyone else.
I'm glad I'm still wearing my armor.
What just happened? I was coughing.
He quietly informed that to maybe watch out to see if there's any roaches. And he tried the best he could, but
Yeah, these roaches were brought up in the hood. They're some bad roaches.
Yeah, some bad roaches. But he's trying to like play cool with everyone else, just being like, it's all fine, it's all fine.
I mean, like, I'm tempted to just be really crafty and sit on someone else's lap to avoid the roaches, but at the same time, I don't think there's anyone in the team who has a lap bigger than Helena's butt, so that wouldn't work.
He says, so do you want me to show you around?
For what there is to see, sure.
It's only fair. So he opens the door and steps inside to show you. We just feel it and just make sure everyone's their tokens. Yes, I should really get a token for Bow. I wasn't expecting to use him, but you know, needs must as the devil drives.
I'm sorry.
So when Marcus steps on, you notice the vehicle kind of dip slightly. It's like the suspension groans under and somewhat substantial amount of weight added. Yeah, he motions around. He says, "There's a microwave, sink. It works. I managed to get it working. Only cold water though. I didn't have enough time." He kind of leads you around to the front of the cabin. He says, "Table on your left, where you can eat your food. Couch for relaxing on the right. There's the driver's chair and shotgun. And cup holders." Kind of motions you to follow on the back. He opens a door to show you not exactly the best toilet. There's toilet and showers. Although, again, only cold. Oceans behind, bunk beds in case you need to catch a nap. And a big main bed there. Couldn't find one with more beds. Drawers for your clothes. And seat with storage. Not bad, eh?
Well, it's certainly something.
I think I will ride on the roof if I ever need to, but otherwise I will fly behind.
Look, like I said, once this is over, give me a week. I'll fix this thing up into a decent state.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. He's just going to take
Well, base always good. So
internally existential crisis.
you guys could probably work on it together and make some really badass super van.
Yeah, honestly, I could invest points in the van if we really wanted. Although, given our team's going to be doing loads of globetrotting, I was actually thinking of a plane or similar air vehicle.
How about
I think
a car that
shield
turns into a
helicarrier.
plane?
Now that's just mad. And I had the idea of actually, because of all our alien encounters that we had, I had the idea of it actually just reverse engineering some of the technology we had and literally just making it a crude human version of a like spaceship, but only atmospheric. Kind of like with XCOM.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
like the saucer you get.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fair. I will turn to you guys and say, any more questions?
Where are the horses?
Let me show you.
I'll let you guys explain this one.
He takes whoever wants to go outside. Shalko comes with because he wants to see an engine. And
Also, I'll be right back in a minute.
he opens up the panel up the front to show the engine. I'm not sure how much horsepower this has lost, but it will get you places. Not exactly the fastest, but
that's a square.
Actually, that's an engine.
It's a square.
No, it's
Where are the horses?
It's an internal combustion engine. What it does is has these pistons where you squirt fuel into, and it compresses them and it explodes, and it turns a wheel. That's kind of how it works.
Okay.
Steam engine, I would explain if I was smart enough.
If you make up shit like that again, I might end up stabbing you. And I just get back on the RV.
She's like, I read it in a book.
He just needs to watch more movies. That's nice.
Like I said, speaking of movies, I brought a great selection in my suitcase.
Oh,
Do you have any particular things you want to watch?
Cerulean just shrugs.
I guess I'll have to show you the collection then.
I mean, I'm just going to be drinking this entire time.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come.
Oh no, this is for fun.
Rowdy.
I'm pretty sure your God's rights don't involve being drunk off your ass all day.
I was kind of
You
like,
don't know me.
yeah. Yeah, he threatened to stab people. He threatened to stab you guys a lot. He seems like a blast.
We only just met.
Okay. Usually, if a man says he wants to stab you, he's usually fun.
Manticore threatened to stab you?
Oh, many times. Well, not really stab. You know those quills he's got. He's starting to throw a lot of those at me. But if he does, told him, I'll shoot you. And I'm a very good shot.
People are funny. Strange, but funny.
Although, if you ever go to a bar with Manticore, don't ever bet money on darts. He's too good. I lost a lot of money that night. I regret it.
Well, I can't throw for...
Starts making notes for easy money making scheme.
I mean,
I guess.
he's just gonna hustle people. Pool hustlers, what about darts hustling? Oof. Heck of a guy. He Bao just closes the thing and he says, "Well, have a good road trip."
Thank you.
And he just kind of heads inside and
Alright, I'm back.
welcome back. We were trying to explain how an internal combustion engine works to...
An ancient Roman, yeah.
Yeah.
He just said, if you lie to me like that again, I'll stab you.
I mean, it's honest.
I mean, they did have pressure-based engines from like use them for moving things like that. They just use them for holy water vending machines and shit like that.
I think if they would probably reframe it kind of in a similar way to, like, I don't know, piping or something with water pressure, then he might understand. But it'd be a long conversation. Yeah, Manticore heads, not Manticore, Bao heads back in and he says to Manticore, "Oh yes, keys." He just hands you a set of keys.
Yep, I will take them off him, and I guess I'll leave the offer open. I'll point to a seat and say, if you feel like a free ride, there's a seat there.
Oh no. I have plans. I met a girl, you know. Kind of winks and he just kind of finger guns at Manticore and he just heads out.
Well, let's put it this way. She's either going home with a broken heart, or she'll be going home very, very broken.
I was going to say drunk, but
As you make final preparations, Shalko hauls the any kind of luggage that's been brought inside. It doesn't really seem to have too much concern with the heavy luggage, and starts probably going through the collection of DVDs he's brought to Cerulean to see what Cerulean fancies watching. Just some entertainment.
Yep.
So I assume you guys gonna head off. Oh, you were about to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say, start up and start heading off, and just say to Helena to basically keep an ear out, and if I feel like anything's wrong, suspension, brakes, I'll tell her and ask her to make a note of it so I can create a list of what I need to work on.
Hold on, let me just make a transition.